Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Halo Infinite. Today we're going to be doing a League reward stream. We're going to be checking out viewership reward that you could have earned this weekend had you been watching the Fort Worth Major for Halo. It's the last major of the season. Upcoming will be the World Championship Games next month. But yeah, last major of the season, and if you had watched, similar to the previous majors, if you watched for the allotted times, there were various viewership drops available to you. This time it was an armor coating, the Powersuit Hero armor coating. And yeah, it's a pretty cool looking one. I do like it. Very shiny and clean, and some fun colors too. Fun color combination. So yeah, I'm digging it. Again, if you missed out on the major, don't worry. Halo's pretty generous with their drops, and very likely there will be multiple second chance, third chance opportunities to earn yourself these drops in the future. You'll just have to keep an eye out for when those drops become available. Maybe follow some of the YouTubers that give you heads up on them. There are a few that do. But yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. So yeah, it's the Powersuit Hero armor coating, and you get it for all your cores. So for now, I kind of remember the exact core distribution, but there was the main channel, and then there's the co-streamer channels that had the drops enabled. For the main channel, obviously multiple cores to be earned over the course of the major. Each day they added 2 more cores to the viewership drops. You could potentially just watch the finals day and earn all the drops if you wanted to do it that way. Or you could earn them slowly per day if you watched for a couple of hours of the main channel broadcast of the major. And then there was also a co-streamer drop, where if you watched for a few hours of the co-streamers at any point in time during the weekend, major weekend, you could earn yourself armor coating for the Chimera core. All the same Powersuit Hero core, armor coating. And yeah, like I said, distributed differently per core, timing wise, but all the same design. So, like I said, the main cores you could earn yourself via watching certain, like they were added certain days of the 3-day event. But you could just kind of stack them on the final day if you chose to, or you could earn, them each day. Then the Chimera core was the co-streamer one. And then Halo likes to do a, grand finals match drop also. So if you're there present, viewing the stream on the very final, versus match kind of thing, they had the Hazmat core coating available. This one you had to watch for 45 minutes of, like I said, the finals, the very finals, the grand finals. So yeah, let's go through the cores and just take a peek at the different core with coating. Mark 7. I actually really like this coating. Very cool. I'll have to decide which core I'll main it on when I use it. But I do like it. And like I said, even if you did miss out on it, don't worry so much. There will be second chances, I'm sure. When, I don't know. The second chance is, kind of a little bit more randomized, and you just have to kind of follow the Twitch drops or the right YouTubers who will call them out early. Mark V. Now, I just put the coating on the cores designed the way I had the core. We're not obviously going to change attachments and stuff like that to showcase the coating on every attachment or something. You'll have to do that yourself once you get the coating. Yeah, it is a cool coating. I like it. I do. They really stepped up the content drops this year, I feel. Last year they had decent stuff too, but I didn't care for all of them. The Yoroi core. This year I've actually kind of liked most of the stuff, everything that they've given as drops. So I'm definitely excited to see what they have in store for viewership rewards for the World Championship games, which, like I said, will be happening next month in October. I think it's mid-October. I'm not totally certain the exact dates. Yeah, cool. Eaglestrike. The tapping in the background, they're doing some work in my brother's room. Like they're gonna repaint his room, so they're kind of clearing out the old paint, and so there might be a little bit of noise from that. Apologize. Not much I can do about it. They actually need to do my room too, but I kind of don't want to do that because of my cats and all that. Forget that. Because I'll get put out while they do that. Rakshasa. We'll talk about the major at the end. I'll try not to spoil it, but I mean, if you log into the game, there's already spoilers in the news feed. So if I do spoil it mid-game or something, I apologize. I would actually recommend maybe watching the grand finals without spoilers. So maybe don't like it was really good, the grand finals, and with spoilers it's still really good, but without spoilers I think it'd be like extra good. So yeah, if you don't want that spoiled and you do actually want to go watch the grand finals, I would definitely avoid and watch it as soon as possible. Again, when we go to the main page, the spoilers might be there on it, so be careful. Still really good games, very good games. And there will be spoilers, I will talk about it, but maybe save that for the end, hopefully. Or if someone comes and chats me up, then I'll talk about it. So just be heads up, there might be spoilers in the stream at some point. Mirage. I couldn't stay up for the whole grand finals. I watched like the first third of it, I guess. And then like I had to pass out. It was so late and I was so tired. And it seemed like it was a long one. Like the grand finals was definitely going to be a long one, and it was evident that it was going to be a long one. So I woke up in the morning and watched it. And I woke up like a little bit earlier and I turned it on because it was still going on and I was kind of shocked. And it was the very end, so I sort of spoiled it for myself. And then when I watched it in the day, like once I woke up fully, Hazmat. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Kind of wish I hadn't spoiled it by waking up and taking a peek at the stream before it had ended. But it was okay. It's still a really good watch. So like I said, the Hazmat Core was the grand finals match. You needed to watch at least 45 minutes while it was live. And then you would have won this one. And the Chimera was the co-streamer one. And the rest were kind of like distributed through the days. 3-day event, 2 at a time. For 2 hours a piece, or you could stack it depending on how you wanted to play it out. Yeah, the nice thing about the co-streamer one is you could potentially like watch the co-streamers at any time of the day. It didn't have to be like them during the event. Like at any time of the day during the event weekend, I guess, or the 3-day weekend or whatever of the events. You could watch them, and during the day, evening, whatever. They didn't need to be watching the like event either, or like rebroadcasting it and all. Could just be them playing the game and all. And as long as they were like one of the co-streamers with drops enabled, you'd be able to get them. So I'll just play a few games or quick play, and we'll just equip different cores for each game. Again, sorry for the tapping in the background. That just can't be avoided, unfortunately.
Strongholds. And hold the zones to score.
I was quite far around the corner there to be killed by a stray bullet.
Enemy team score. Alpha lost. Blasting smoke. We captured Alpha. Cinder shot inbound. Stronghold Charlie lost.
Lost a teammate.
The enemy has captured Bravo. Stronghold Charlie lost. We've captured Bravo. Stronghold Charlie is ours. Stronghold Charlie lost. Enemy team scoring. Spike away. Enemy has captured Bravo. Signature inbound. Your team scored. Enemy team scored. We've captured Bravo. Captain Charlie. Your team scoring. Lost. Enemy team scoring. Shields are down. It's yours. Now we keep it. The enemy has captured Charlie. Oh my. We've captured Bravo. The enemy has captured Alpha. Your team scoring. Cinder shot inbound. Cinder shot available.
Dude, I'm not in the line of sight when I die, dude. It's getting really annoying. Okay, I just like warped through him.
Lost the lead. Plasma grenades acquired. We captured Alpha. Your team scored. Gain the lead. Stronghold out. Stronghold Charlie is ours. Your team scored. We captured Alpha. Spartan down. The enemy has captured Alpha. Enemy team score. Spartan down. Stronghold Charlie is ours. Stronghold Bravo is ours. Captain Charlie. Well placed, lads. Stronghold Alpha lost. Your team scored. The enemy has captured Charlie. Enemy team scored. Signature inbound. Tangles closing in. Cinder shot available. The enemy has captured Bravo. Your team scored. The enemy has captured Charlie. The enemy has captured Alpha. Enemy team scored. The enemy has captured Bravo. Lost the lead. scored. The enemy has captured Charlie. Enemy team scored. Enemy team nearing victory. Your team scored. Enemy team scoring. Lost the lead. We've captured Charlie. Your team scoring. The enemy is captured Alpha. Gained the lead. The enemy has captured Bravo. Lost the lead.
No, what a close game. Damn. Oh, why did that revert? What? 1 minute. Why? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. But, let's see. Why did those revert to? Bish, move, man. Stop it.
Capture the flag.
Slayer, good morning.
enemy flag carrier. Enemy flag returned. Enemy captured your flag.
Fuck, man.
Enemy flag returned. Our forces have seized the enemy flag. They have our flag. Take it back. We have eyes on the enemy flag. They have our flag. Take it back. We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Enemy flag returned. Flag returned. They've taken our flag. We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier. You're quite lethal. Flag returned. They have our
Fucking
flag.
ammo
Take it
altogether.
back. Enemy flag returned. Look there, an enemy flag carrier. Eyes on the enemy flag carrier. Hurry the flag back to base. You're exposed, Spartan. Enemy flag carrier spotted. Flag returned. Flag captured. Power weapons incoming. Flag returned. They've taken our flag. Power weapons arrived. Off the rack. Take it back. The enemy can't have it. Enemy captured your flag.
Oh. Yeah, I just want to check why my customization all reset. Like this one. Oh. It's not reset, it's just not for some reason registering the coaching. What's going on? What? Suddenly long wait time on this. What on earth is going on with the wait time here? Should I cancel and research or something? Dude, what on earth is going on here?
One flag. Round one. Power items on the field. They have our flag. Take it back. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Flag return. Goal line stand. Do that again. They have our flag. Take it back. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Active camo inbound. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Power items en route. Power items have arrived. Do be careful with that. It's sharp. Our forces have seized the enemy flag.
Oi. I'm warping. I warped there, dude. It threw me off.
Enemy flag returned. Double kill. Active camo available. Our forces have seized now captured. 10 seconds. You've been spotted. Flag. Round 3. You've got them on the run.
Dude, what on earth? Why?
They've taken our flag. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Look there. Enemy flag.
Come on, teammates, man. Don't be so shit, man. These ones are duds, dude. These teammates are legit duds. I didn't want to like complain about teammates today, but these guys are fucking... I don't know what the hell they're doing.
We have eyes on the enemy flag. Lost. And now the grand upset. Power items inbound. Power items on the field. Do be careful with that. Sharp.
Oh yeah, how did he? Oh, for fuck's sakes! Shoot, man! What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Yeah, whatever.
Enemy flag returned. Power rifle arrived. Enemy field. Seconds. Sudden death. Captured.
Ultimate. That Mambo guy is like fixated with the objective, which is good at times, but to the point where he'll grab the flag right in front of the enemies, expecting them not to shoot him back.
Now available. They have our flag. Take it back. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Flag returned. Incoming. 1 minute remaining.
Power items now available. Keep up the sword work. Down there.
30 seconds remaining.
Do be careful with that.
It's sharp. Ten seconds.
They're under us.
Victory.
Let's go. Teammates clutched up. Teammates clutched up. I had little confidence, but they held the flag well in the last round. What is going on with the AI UI in this? Again, dude. Something's buggy about this nonsense. Everything else is loading in nicely.
Dynamo grenades obtained.
Enemy returned their flag. Enemy returned their flag.
In my sights. Tango's closing in.
That was a surprise. Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
Enemy returned their flag.
Aim true, Spartan.
Oi. I think I should, like, I was debating whether instead of, like, this big team battle, I should have just played Husky Raid. I think I would have enjoyed it more. Every time I play big team battle, it's kind of like a miserable experience, honestly. Connection's just ass, you know? Huh? Dude was invisible.
Enemy returned their flag.
They're under us.
Enemy flags in Allied hands. Dynamo grenades obtained.
Enemy returned their flag.
Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
No, what the shit, man. I don't think I got the gun kill, but I don't think he should have got the melee on that. Is what I think.
Up and away.
The enemy has your flag.
Yard sail.
No, this is what I
Spike
want.
obtained. Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
Get cover.
5 minutes remaining.
Target spotted.
The enemy has your flag.
Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
No, oh god, I saw it a little too late. Oh, they're coming.
Remaining.
Sniper's good. Watch your head. Lost a teammate.
We're now in overtime. Make it count, Spartan.
God, I'm stuttering.
Spartan down.
The enemy has your flag.
Enemy got a multi-kill.
Look there. Enemy flag.
Flag returned to base.
Back where it belongs. I see headshots in your future. So you come.
Are you kidding, dude? This is the problem when it's so laggy. You can't even react to the shots. Because you're already hit like 2 or 3 times before it registers that you've been hit.
1 minute remaining.
Enemy there.
Turned off flag.
Yeah, we're done for if we don't stop that.
They have our flag. Take it back. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. You're on fire.
Ally returned our flag.
Why is this resetting, dude? What is going on with this? That's pissing me off, dude. Powersuit hero armor coating, played with, enjoyed. I actually really like this coating. I'm not sure which core I'd like it on. Like, I'm thinking the Chimera core, but I'm not liking the design of my core. Like, I think I might need to tweak this around a tad bit. Possibly. I don't really like it on the Chimera. Chimera. It just like fits the theme of this one, I feel more. It looks amazing on the Mark 7, that's for damn sure. But I have a good setup for my Mark 7. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Maybe the Mirage, or maybe a future core. Who knows? Who knows? But I do like it. I do like it a lot. And like I said, these were the Twitch drops for the Fort Arlington Major? No, Fort, what is it? Anyway, spoilers, yeah. Fort Worth Major. Fort Worth Major. And, you know, you could earn most of them via watching the main channel, and they spread out the drops across the 3 days. It was the nice thing about Halo is like you don't even need to watch the first day. Like in a lot of these other drops, if you don't watch like COD, if you don't watch the first drop, you miss out on certain drops. These they just kind of stack up, so they'll add 2 cores the first day, then add 2 more the next day, and then 2 more, totaling 6 for the main channel on the final day. And if you haven't watched the first 2 days and you just watch a couple of hours on the last day, I think you get all 6. So technically you need to watch 2 hours each day to get the 2 cores if you want them immediately, or you can just kind of stack them at the end, or however you want to play it out. And then obviously like the Chimera core was the, what's it called, co-streamer viewership drop. And again, they're very friendly with the way they do the drops. You don't need to watch the co-streamers during the actual tournament matches. You can watch the co-streamers any time of the day, as long as they're streaming Halo and have the drops enabled and stuff like that. You'll get credit for the time watched on the co-streamer channel. So what you could do is, like for me, it's like the tournament happens at nighttime, right? So what I could do is I watch it at nighttime, the main channel, and get my drops for there. And then when I wake up in the morning, I can put on one of the Halo Twitch streamers that have drops enabled, and just kind of let them play in the background, or watch them in the morning when I'm doing like my morning routine and stuff like that, and earn time for that, right? 3 hours for the co-streamers. It was like 2 hours for the main channel per day, or, you know, stack it depending on how you want to play it. And then the one thing I hate about the Halo drops, but I understand why they do it, is they have the grand finals match, and you need to watch that live for 45 minutes to earn this final drop. And the final drop for this one was for the Hazmat core. Yeah, the reason I don't like it is because it gets very late, the finals. Usually these finals, like grand finals, are like at 3 or 4 in the morning for me. And I'm old, so by then I'm like dead tired, like I'm falling asleep and stuff like that. And it becomes a little difficult. But, you know, if you want it immediately, you have to like play ball. Otherwise, they usually do second chances with even the like grand finals, like armor coating reward. There will be a second chance in the future at a more reasonable time or whatever during their second chance Twitch drops, whenever they do bring them back. And they do bring them back all the time, you know, like not all the time, but often. So you will have second chances to earn everything. And like I said, this one's actually a very cool one. I do like it. I do like it. Yeah, very cool. Actually, I really like this one also, but I don't know. I don't know if it fits the theme, right? Yeah, I don't know which one I'm gonna go with for this one for a main. Like I said, my favorite one's gotta be like the Mark 7. The way it looks on the Mark 7. I mean, this one. This has gotta be my favorite look of the suit. It looks so good. Maybe it'll be like a secondary, like on occasion I'll put it on this one. And rock it. So now we're gonna do a little spoiler action. I mean, you've probably seen the spoiler already. Every time I try to like click back and forth, I have to try to avoid this picture. But yeah, congratulations, Optic Texas. Optic. Well, I don't know. They don't go by Optic Texas for Halo, right? It's just Optic. Optic Gaming won the major, Fort Worth Major champions. Finally back to form after a few majors of low performances. So yeah, Optic team being APG, Formal, Trippy, Lucid, and their coach is Lunchbox. Formal won the MVP for the event for sure. He was brilliant, dude. Like throughout the whole event. Definitely, I would say if there was an MVP for the grand finals match, I think Trippy was doing very well for it. I don't know if he would have won it or not. Most likely he would if it was just the MVP for the finals match. But for the overall tournament, Formal was just slaying and being a legend that he is, right? And honestly, like I didn't watch the preliminary rounds and stuff like that. I mainly watched the finals day matches. That's when I tuned in and like actually watched and didn't have it playing in the background or didn't peek at the score every now and then. But if you actually looked at the bracket, like the bracket play, Optic had like the bracket that they were like playing through to win was pretty stellar. Like all the teams that they went up against were like the top tier teams, and they were like winning against most of them, right? Well, all of them in the bracket. I think in the preliminary they lost to Quadratine, or whatever that team is called. But otherwise they won. Like they beat FaZe, sent FaZe to the losers bracket, beat Space Station, sent Space Station to the losers bracket, and then was it like Native Red or something like that? I think they beat in the finals thing. Then Space Station was sent like also had a pretty good like lineup of matches. Obviously, like I said, Optic sent them into the losers bracket, and then they beat Quadratine or whatever that team's called, and then beat FaZe, and then beat I think Native Red and got back into the grand finals, and had the rematch against Optic, and yeah, it was actually absolutely a brilliant grand finals. Like, spoiler or no spoiler that you know that Optic won, forget that. Don't worry about that. Just watch the grand finals. It was actually like insane. Like it was super late for me by the grand finals, so I was kind of tired. So I watched the first three like matches. That's the first three games, and Space Station was just dominating Optic. Okay, and like the way Halo works is if the losers team beats the winners finals team, then it becomes a reset, and they have to play another best of 7. So basically, it allows the winning team that's in the winners bracket to have that loser's second chance in case they lose the first set of 7. And it became kind of obvious. It was like 3-0, and like I got too tired. I was like passing out in the middle of those matches, right? Because I'm old, man. It's late for me. So I kind of knew there was going to be a reset. And a reset means like it is going to be a very, what is going on, man? Is there some like instability with the like server or something like that? Is that what's going on? I've never seen this happen, where it's just randomly disconnecting me and connecting me. So I was like, I was pretty sure there's going to be a reset, right? No matter how many. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pass out, because a reset means another set of 7 matches, potentially matches, right? For a second attempt. So that was going to get very, very like late or early in the morning for me. It would have ended up being like, I think it ended up being like 7 o'clock or something by the time the match actually ended or something, a.m. my time or something. It was ridiculous timing for me. It was a brilliant match, not ridiculous. It was brilliant match plays, gaming. But yeah, I ended up passing out and woke up in the morning. I woke up around 7-ish, and I saw like the stream was still going on, and I'm like, holy crap, this is ridiculous. Turned it on, and it was the very tail end of the stream. So the Optic had already won. I wasn't watching any match when I woke up. And they were just kind of doing the conclusion, like the casters were talking about the victory and all. And I saw Optic won, so it was sort of a little bit of a spoiler for me. Turned it off, went back to sleep, got up in the morning and watched it in the morning. And the bracket reset ended up being like Space Station won the 4th game. So it was like a 4-0 in the first set, and set the bracket reset. And Optic came in on the reset and made a solid first game performance in the reset, and won like the capture the flag, like very like dominantly. I don't know if that's the correct word, but like they set the stage up that they weren't going to like take it lying down kind of thing. And then the second game was like what's it called? TDM kind of deathmatch kind of thing, right? And that was insanely close, but Optic pulled off the win. Third game went Space Station, I believe, and then I think the 4th game went Optic's way. Then 5th game was another. Now, Space Station's been struggling with their TDM game or whatever, their like deathmatch game or whatever, the Slayer games. And it was a Slayer game, so I was like, okay, what's going on here? How did this match end up lasting so long? Dude, Space Station absolutely slaughtered Optic in the second Slayer match, right? Like, it was like a steaktacular or whatever ending. It was that bad of a beating. Then went to the 5th game. Was it the 6th game? Anyway, never mind the matches. Definitely recommend watching them, because they were all like insane games, like spectacular games. And they tied it up. It ended up being like a 3-3, and final game was the Slayer game, right? And Optic kind of ice cold, kind of played it smart, intelligent, and cool, and pulled off a solid victory in the final one. The final Slayer, like Optic, just they did what needed to be done, kind of thing. It's kind of so strange, actually. Like, if as a COD, viewer of the Pro versus the Halo viewer of the Pro COD thing, right? Usually when you see Optic in COD, either they when they get into these weird scenarios, either they're like dominating or they're losing, or they were dominating and then they lose really badly and then they have to like pull together, right? They stop playing smart and they start playing emotionally, and it usually means the death of like the team. Like, they're gonna lose the match, because that's how like the COD Optic team plays. Whereas here on the flip side, the Halo team, right? They were being dominated in the first set, came back on the second set, on the reset, played it cool, smart, and intelligently, won, and started winning properly. Then got like slammed pretty hard in the Slayer match, like I said, right? And usually in that scenario where they got slammed, right, the COD team would just start playing recklessly and not smart, just more emotions, and it'll get them into situations where they shouldn't be in. Whereas instead, the Halo team just kind of played it really smart, cool, and tactical, and did what needed to be done for the win at the very end, right? And it was really interesting to see that kind of like mindset. The differences between the COD mindset, like Optic team, and like the Optic Halo team, and how it was almost like a professional execution at the very end, right? Like where that's what you expect from professionals, you know, to not go in with like over emotions and screw up because of that, right? You expect them to play cool, smart, and professionally. That's what you got from the Optic Halo team at the very end, the like seventh round, the final match, and they clutched up the victory. All the matches though were like insanely competitive. Like I said, with the exception of the one Slayer match where Space Station really slammed Optic, but even that was like kind of interesting to watch. Like that wasn't like a horrible watch or anything. It was just like they were doing smart. They were playing smart. In fact, I would wager they're probably going to utilize tactics that they used in that particular Slayer match in the future for the championship games. I think they were like holding certain players back, like targeting certain players in the Optic team, and that was working very well for them. I think it was like they were targeting Formal, like they were making sure he wasn't going on a tear on them, and that was like keeping the Optic team in check almost. But I mean, all the players in Optic, man, they're such a good team. They're a really good team, Optic. Like I actually think this might be. We might be mirroring the Grand Final World Championship with this Grand Final match of this major. Wouldn't be surprised if Space Station Optic Grand Finals. That would be a solid finals again. Almost mirroring last year, right? Almost, as far as like players go. So, but I mean, there's still very good teams, I'm looking forward to the World Champion. There's a lot of potential. But Optic is definitely, as they said, looking very dangerous now, finally, thankfully, because they were looking a little lackluster in the last few majors. Space Station's also looking deadly, which is nice to see. I would actually almost say like FaZe has fallen off. They started off so strong and scary a team, and of late, they might have fallen off a little bit. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see in the final, the World Championship games. That'll be interesting to watch. But yeah, I do recommend watching the Grand Finals when you like. There'll definitely be a VOD that is added to something or the other, and it was a crazy watch. It was a crazy watch. Like some of them were so close. Like if I didn't know Optic was gonna win. Like, I think the oddball game was absolutely insane. I think that was game 6 of the reset. It was insane. Like, I don't know, the first set of, like, I honestly didn't really see, I think in this major, the peak of gaming had to be in the grand finals. Particularly the reset. The first set, Space Station was just dominating the first 4 matches and all. It was good watch and all because they're both good teams, but it was the reset that was absolutely absurd. The value of the first 4 games is like what led to the reset, the like tension in the reset, and the like kind of like that added that value as a viewer, right? But the actual solid gaming was all in that reset. And the last 7 games was insane, worthy of watching, for sure. And really cool drops. So I'm actually very excited to see what they have planned for the championship viewership drops. because they've been killing it. They've been killing it this year with like weapon coatings and the armor coatings. They've been really cool stuff, fun stuff. Definitely expecting something big and cool from Twitch drops for the like World Championship 2023 or whatever. Halo World Championship series or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it was a good watch. A good watch, like I said. Check out the VOD when it shows up on YouTube. I would recommend it. Right now, I think the full day is on a VOD. Like the stream been archived on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it there. But they'll definitely cut out the grand finals and have a separate VOD for that also. I'm sure they'll upload that sooner or later. And I would definitely recommend. Dude, Formals is such a legend, dude. He's so good. He really is. I said this yesterday in my stream. I would love to see, just as content, not as like a pro team and all, but just as like some fun content, like the Halo COD crossover players team up in a team of 4, and then they do like a match against a Halo team in Halo, and then that same crossover team does a match against COD players in COD. So just for content's sake. So like someone like Formal, Shotzi, those two I specifically want to see. Like one, I want to see Shotzi play Halo, like Halo Infinite, and Formal, I want to watch him play COD again, like the Modern Warfare 2 and all. Like I kind of just want to see him play that also. So I'd like to see them. And then I was thinking like Frosty would be a good third. He's in Halo now, but he was also a COD player, and he was originally a Halo player, then COD, and then Halo now. And then a fourth. I was looking it up. There are a few COD players that would make good fourths. There are really good Halo players, but I think they should look for a good COD player that was a Halo player to balance out this squad of 4, right? And this would be the like crossover team, right? The squad of 4, that would be the crossover team. And like I said, they could do like a match against a Halo team in Halo, and then do a match against a COD pro team in COD, right? And just be cool content to watch. I'm not saying they should team up and slay out and become the pro team in both like pro scenes and all. No. I just want to watch content, like some YouTube videos of them like going head to head like that, right? Like I said, mainly because I want to watch Shotzi play Halo, and I want to watch Formal play a little bit of COD again, because both are like legends. Even Frosty, man, he's a legend, right? Too. So it'd be nice to see him also going in both games, checking him out, and like obviously you can watch him in Halo now, and you can watch Formal in Halo, and you can watch Shotzi in COD, but you can't see them do a little back-to-back action against some pro teams just for the fun content action. I think it'd be cool. And it might be possible actually, especially if like Microsoft does end up acquiring Activision, like a crossover kind of entertaining kind of like matchup like that could be possible as just a side match, like bonus games just for the fun, like entertainment of the audience. Could be possible. I think before it was a little tougher to do stuff like that because COD would have rules, where you can't play other games and stuff like that. So while they were under contract and pro players, know what to do. But yeah, maybe it might be possible now with the acquisition. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Insanely cool coating. If you missed out, don't worry. Second chance more than likely will occur sometime in the future. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Twitch drops. And there are YouTubers, like I said, not me. I don't keep track of the Twitch drops other than the main ones. But there are other YouTubers that make specific YouTube content announcing whenever repeat Twitch drops occur and the new ones occur and all, and that they have like shorts and videos. The one I'm following, I think his name is Assassinator. Is a Halo Twitch drop. He does Halo and Xbox content, but he also will announce the drops. So, but there are others also. So find your own, or check out Assassinator. He helped me, like he keeps me on track with the drops when I need to watch and how long and etc. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out my old streams if you haven't already, and I will catch you later. Bye. Yeah, huge congratulations to Optic. It was nice to see them pull off the victory. And Formal, the legend, MVP, good luck for the World Series.